All right, so I want to talk about my setup routine. It's very simple. I mean, when I get to a venue, of course, I scope it out like everybody else do, right? So we'll scope out the venue, we'll see where they want us to set up at. And for this venue that I'm at right now, we're actually in two different locations. We're outside and we're inside for the reception and the ceremony. So we got two different setups. Typically I set up, I know this is like completely backwards, but I like to set up my reception setup first and then my ceremony setup, just because I feel like the reception for me is the big picture. Even though the ceremony means the most to the couple, I just like to get my bigger setup situated first and then the ceremony setup. Now, one of the reasons why I say that is because all of my bins and bags, I can literally put all that stuff under the ceremony table instead of taking stuff back to my vehicle if we're at a venue like this and I have to park super far away. Not to mention, the ceremony setup isn't that big compared to the reception setup. So it gives me more space to put stuff and just to conserve things. Now I'm not going to break down the ceremony setup until after the event is over, or maybe when they're during dinner time, and then I'll probably come outside and break it down while everybody's eating and I'm not doing anything. So we still have an hour until we begin. I'm just chilling. I actually had to move my setup around for, I think this might be a father, but he low-key pissed me off, but I did it anyway, for the hell of it, right? It was for older people. They were sitting by the speakers, and I've been here for 4 hours, so I feel like you should have told me that at the very beginning, and you kept walking around. He was like, I didn't notice it and realize it until you cut the music up, and I was like, well, I'm glad we figured that out now, because the music you'll be hearing at this volume is going to be how it's going to be during the party hour. Now, during the dinner hour when people are eating, I don't blast the music. Why blast the music? People are eating, you don't want them to spit food out. So, just going over equipment, going over music, making sure everything is in place. Like, guys, I can't stress to you enough, I recommend you get into the venue at least 2 to 3 hours before. All this hour, getting there an hour before, that's garbage. Like, if you have systems and a amount of things you need to do before you actually perform, make sure you get there in enough time so you can take your time and don't be rushed. And then also too, so in case you got to set something up in the new spot, you have the time to do that. So that is all I have on today's lesson. I'll see you on the next lesson.